Happy Friday to everyone. I hope that each and every one of you had a fabulous week. It is starting to get very busy with our spring performance season starting to get underway. We have a lot going on right now, so please watch the entire video to get all the information you need. First, our spring fundraiser started this past Monday. Some students have already sold over the $215 needed to pay for their entire trip. Let me take a moment to answer some questions you may have. Do you have to participate in the fundraiser? No. This fundraiser is a tool for families who cannot necessarily afford to pay for their spring trip. However, all of our students can take advantage of selling popcorn to either help pay for their entire trip or at least a portion of their trip. How much do you need to fundraise? For festival orchestra students, if you need a ticket to Busch Gardens, you will need to fundraise $215, which will pay for the $86 fee for the trip. If you already have a ticket to Busch Gardens, such as an annual pass or an employee ticket, you will need to fundraise $115, which will pay this $46 fee for the trip. If you are a beginner student and you need a ticket to Busch Gardens, you will need to fundraise $150, which will pay the $62 fee for the trip. If you already have a ticket to Busch Gardens, you will need to fundraise $48, which will pay for the $21 fee for the trip. If you are not going to Busch Gardens, you will need to fundraise $14, which will pay the $6 fee for the shirt, which we will be using throughout the spring performance season. Who do you make checks out to? Checks can be made out to Passage Middle School. When are the forms and money due? The forms and money are due by Tuesday, February 25th. The popcorn will be in the week of March 25th. If you have any other questions regarding the fundraiser, please let me know. Our beginner students have been invited to join us on the spring trip on May 16th and 17th. They will not be performing for the trip, but they will be able to come see our festival orchestra perform, as well as some of the other ensembles who will be performing on Friday evening. Then, the beginners will join the festival orchestra students at dinner and at Busch Gardens on Saturday. The information and forms will be sent home on Monday and Tuesday. However, if you want to see the information before then, you can download it from the spring trip blog on the orchestra website. For spring trip payments, this is for beginners and advanced students now, for spring trip payments. After we have concluded the fundraiser, I will send home the pay form, which will tell you how much your child will still owe for the trip. All payments for the trip must be made by Thursday, April 3rd. This will allow us to get the check all set out to be mailed right after spring break. Performance assessment forms for our festival orchestra students were sent home this past week and are due back to me as soon as possible. We will need 4 chaperones to join us on this trip. Parents, please consider helping by chaperoning the trip to Menchville High School and lunch on Saturday, March 8th. Again, that's on Saturday, March 8th. I will be sending home the second bulletin over the next week or so, at which time you can commit to joining us for this very important performance. After-school rehearsals. The festival orchestra will have after-school rehearsals on Wednesday and Thursday this upcoming week, which is February 19th and 20th. During the after-school rehearsals, all students will complete their seating audition for the March performance assessment. These seating auditions will count as a test grade. Students are required to attend both rehearsals. However, students who have other commitments at the school may work with me to be excused for a portion of the rehearsal on Wednesday. Students looking to be excused for a portion of the rehearsal on Wednesday must see me by the end of the school day on Monday. All students must attend the Thursday rehearsal until 4:00 p.m. unless they are excused according to Newport News School Board policy. No exceptions can be made for Thursday's rehearsal. Playing test for beginners. Beginner students will play their playing tests this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Students will be tested on March Royale. Parents, please be sure that your child is practicing at least 20 minutes per day, 5 days per week. Please see my weekly email on Sunday afternoon for more orchestra information. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you again next Friday.